Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Harrington, and right now I'm going to show you one of the strategies for subtraction, which is counting back on the number line. So just like when we did addition, we're going to want to use landmarks like tens and hundreds when we subtract, and we're also going to want to count back to a 10 when we're going through one, as you're going to see when we do these problems together. Unlike when we did addition on the number line, when we subtract, we're going to be counting back. So we're going to be going in the opposite direction and starting from the right side of the number line. So to do the first problem I have listed here, 36 minus 13, I'm going to start from this side of the number line with 36. And now how you count back the 13 depends on what your child would like to do or how you're most comfortable doing it. One way that is generally a good way that I show students is to count back by place value like we've done. So starting with this 10, we have to take away 10, so I'm going to subtract 10. And this time, unlike with addition, I'm writing the subtraction symbol before the 10. And I'm going to write here that we end up at 26. And now we have 3 more to take away. And for this one, it's kind of easy. There's no going through a 10. So I'm going to subtract 3 more, and I get back to 23. So my answer to 36 minus 13 is 23. Now, for this next problem, there's regrouping required here. So if we were doing the algorithm to subtract it, we would have to regroup. You're going to notice that that becomes more of a problem when we're counting back on the number line too, and that's why we have to use that going through a 10 strategy. So I'm going to start here with 72, and now we have to count back 28. So I can count back 20 without a problem, minus 20, and I get back to 52. But now I have to take away 8, and the number 52 only has 2 ones in the place here. So I can just, some students might just in their head count from 52 back 8, and that's fine. But to make it a little easier to manage, they might want to first subtract 2 to get them back to that landmark of 50, and then subtract the rest that they had to take away, the other 6. So breaking up that 8 into 2 pieces might make it easier. So when we take away 50 minus 6, we get to 44. And there's our answer. 72 minus 28 equals 44. Okay, to do this same strategy with larger numbers in the hundreds place, it's the same thing. 329 minus 176. We're going to start out with 329 over here. But now we're going to experience the same problem that we experienced in the previous problem when we're going to need to regroup. So I have to take away, first I take away 100. That's pretty easy. Take away 100, I get to 229. And now I have to take away 70. But in this number 229, I only have 2 tens. So it's going to get a little bit trickier here. One thing that we can do is just take away that 20 first so that we get to 209. And now we have to, there's a few different ways that we could go here. We could take away the 6 first to get to 203. And then we can take away the other 50 that we still have left. So that would be 153. So it gets a little bit tricky when you're going through that 100 here for students to see how to count back that way. This, they might have to do a little bit smaller, or they might have to take apart one of the other numbers. It depends on what they're the most comfortable with. Going through this 10 is, going through 100 and going through a 10 is really the most tricky part. So there you go. That's how we count back on the number line.